Thank you for listening to the Tattness podcast on the Tattness Co. Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A Mercedes kind of sentiment, luxury, and trust in me to honor the free we all should be. It sees my sundial burst into yin and yang.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Tattness podcast, and I don't even know what number this is. 4 or 5? Season 4, right? But
I am not sure. Yeah, season 4, episode. I want to say we're on episode 4. I think we.
4, but
I think so.
I didn't know if it was 4 or 5, but
we're gonna ballpark it there and say it's one of those. So
it'll be in the description. It'll be right.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I am higher than pterodactyl tits. And I have been all week. So.
Oh, you're lucky. I mean, I do enjoy my weed use too. I've been smoking throughout the day with you, but I think I've hit a roadblock. I'm sure a lot of you have hit it too, where your tolerance is so high and it's like, I'm trying to chase it. Like nothing's really doing it. Problem is I did make some weed gummies the other week and, it's just, it sits weird in your stomach. Do you find that?
Yeah.
And I say I have to adult like the next day, so don't recommend it.
I haven't, I've been like totally in character for this movie and just awake and baking every day for like a week. And it's been working for me though, because like I'm so chill and mellow now and like not stressed out and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like a drama vegan now. I have no new beefs to report with anybody.
Oh, well, that's a first. I mean, shit, I wish we had like, this many days with no beef, but how many days has it been? I can't tell you.
I don't know. I mean, show-wise, so far all season. So that's pretty good. Dick's out for Harambe, bro. Let's do this.
Awesome.
So I am going to be entirely baked the whole time. And that's just the way it is. So anyways, we had meetings with the potential producers lately. Some people that may become producers for the movie, which is cool.
Exciting news.
Very cool shit happening with that. And otherwise, basically working on everything with this fucking movie and getting baked in the process. It's like, it's a totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your creativity is different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I find I just focus more on everything. And
right.
You said it's really been helping with the creative process. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just personally find my attention to detail is like increased, and I just tend to enjoy things like more fully. It's like watching a standard definition to 4K version. Oh my God. I was going to say HD, but now I think we're above that in technology wise,
right.
Aren't we?
Yeah, for sure. So.
Sorry. Excuse me, people.
No, it's fine. I mean, that's basically it, right? Like I find I hyper focus on stuff.
Yes.
And I add more layers to things because of it, because you kind of slow things down. I think it takes the pressure off a little bit.
I think so.
Where you just kind of figure out the character and then you can just, go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. It's been helping with that. It's just been helping me stay mellow and just chill the fuck.
That's always a plus because it seems like there's been a lot of stress lately. I don't know. I personally always find, well, just in general, like throughout the year, like beginning of the year, it's like, oh my God, winter, because you usually, depending where you live, you get a lot of winter storms or just shitty weather, and it's just, and then you're just coming off of Christmas, you're going to New Year's, then you go into Valentine's Day, which is a lot of pressure for usually couples, and that it's just
emotional damage. You want some therapy?
But weed does help with mellowing out.
Yeah, I've always found like, you said you noticed I've been more chill lately, and I've been smoking like every fucking day, like all day, just consistently throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like '03 me again. Yeah, only worse. Like I smoke way more now than I did in '03.
Oh.
But yeah, because I didn't know you then. But
Mhm.
it's just I find I've chilled. You know what I'm saying? Less stressed out.
Yeah.
Less pressure on me, I guess. And like I can hyper focus on the shit that I need to.
Yeah.
And it's just been really helping. And the nostalgia trips are dope.
Those are always the best. What have you been tripping out on the most lately?
Old memories, I think. You know what I mean? And you get those vibes sometimes where it's kind of like something reminds you of old times. And the more you talk about it, like you really kind of go back to it. Like it's yesterday almost,
Like you're reliving that moment in time now.
Yeah, it's really dope. So I love that. You know what I mean? That kind of shit's cool as fuck to me. So yeah, I mean, that mellows me out. That's like a safe fucking, feeling of just like there's no stress that can get to you.
It makes me wonder if a lot of people experience that when they smoke. I mean, I usually do, and that's like my favorite kind of high. Like I said earlier, I just can't seem to chase the level I like. It's kind of crazy. I just like to go all out, and pardon me for having fun. But.
Hey man, you know me. Like I don't know when to quit. So I used to be much worse in some regard, but you know me.
How would you describe yourself as worse?
I like to troll people. So
what were you doing to troll people?
I know Brie fucking can verify that she fucking was always entertained by this, but other people weren't. Where we go out to say a mall or something, and then I would be like, guess what, motherfuckers, and hit the timer. And like, we probably got about this much time before the shit kicks in, but I ate edibles before we got here. Then it's gonna kick in very soon, and I'm just gonna be next level fucking difficult to deal with because I'm gonna be all over the place. So that means they can't drag me all over the fucking place because now clock's ticking.
Oh God, and they're like, we need to get this idiot out of here.
Right. So
before disaster strikes and the fucking mall bans us.
Right. If only I'd use that genius for good.
Oh, so I don't have to adult.
Works every time. So yeah, there's that I used to do. Now I just wake up, get my coffee, man, and then smoke weed, and then figure everything out, go through my business bullshit, the emails and the whatever I gotta do. Check the numbers and what have you.
Yep.
Shout out to Germany, by the way. I love Germany, man. They're always like so supportive of the show. I appreciate the fuck out of that, and I see them like all the time when I check the numbers, and I see everybody, of course, but Germany is just that consistent. That's just like overwhelmingly in the numbers, and it's like you guys rock, bro. So that's dope. I appreciate that. So what's cracking with you, best friend?
Oh, not too much. Tax season. I'm boring compared to you. This dude can get away with his line of work to smoke all day if he wants to. When I'm at work, not so much.
You look good, Chief. So
well, thank you. Once in a while, I decide to clean up from doing what I do.
You look good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, buddy. So, shit. I want to talk about that Spotify fucking situation.
Yeah.
I
mean, how many people now have pulled themselves from Spotify because of Spotify? Because of Joe Rogan. My bad, sorry.
What'd you just call it?
I don't remember now.
Fuck. I don't know, man. Like Crosby, Stills, Nash, fucking Young, Joni Mitch. I was like, dude.
The chick from the Humira commercial.
No, come on.
Sorry, I had to throw that in.
That's my job to troll, bro. Because like you said, my fucking way, I smoke weed all the time. And then I'll like hit social media and I'll see these articles about this kind of shit. And then I'll just comment something that I know is just gonna stir that fucking shit pot. and then I just leave, and like I don't check my notifications or whatever. So I don't know if people responded to it or fucking what, but I know I got them arguing, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
Because when I saw that, all of them now have pulled their fucking shit, I was like, damn, Spotify fucking houses more dinosaurs than Jurassic Park. No one's gonna miss a few, bro. I just find the whole thing convenient. That Neil Young, for example, is charging people on his own website to listen to his shit. So obviously, fucking Spotify, since they're not paying him at all, he's being undercut by having them offer his shit. So it seems like a reasonable, find an excuse to pull your shit.
So are you suggesting that Neil Young removed his stuff, kind of used Joe Rogan as a scapegoat to remove his stuff to get a better deal?
I can't say for sure if that's the case. But
Well, that's what you're saying you speculate. Right now.
I'm saying it's possible, but I'm also saying nobody gives a fuck either way. So, like, what's the point? They let him go, didn't they? Did they make a fuss? Did they, please don't go?
No, they didn't put up a
They
fight.
didn't fucking care.
The fuck did he sing? Oh, keep on rocking,
Dude,
in
they're-
the free world.
They're paying Rogan $100 million. They're not paying him shit. They're gonna side with the guy they're paying because fucking they've already invested in him.
That's true.
What would they do? Cancel Rogan? Then what? He fucking takes all his $100 million, goes starts his own fucking platform where.
That's true. And then you know what? Then they have no money to pay for replacements.
And then you're fucked. And then one of the other people that pulled their shit is on another podcast. It's pretty obvious what they have to gain by seeing Rogan canceled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck. So I just think the whole thing is a targeted attack on him. I think it's fucked up, but I don't think anyone's shocked by it. When you have a certain level of fucking money and power in a certain industry, you're gonna have people coming for your head that want to politic and get you gone because they want your spot.
It's true.
It's business.
Remove the problem so you can move to the top.
That's why he's reacting into it the way he is. He knows the business. It is what it is. This is gonna happen. So it's not news. It's not really gonna go anywhere.
No.
I don't think so. Guy's worth too much.
He is like what, 100 million, you said?
That's the deal. Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of his net worth, but to Spotify, what they invested in him.
Right. But and I gotta condone and I gotta commend rather fucking Spotify, because I'm usually critical of Spotify for a lot of bullshit. But for them to stand by him the way they have, you know what I'm saying? And just be like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, it's not something Rogan himself said.
Mhm.
It's something his guest said.
Yeah.
I'm the same fucking way. I'll bring a guest on. I may not have to, I don't have to agree with everything they say.
That's true.
But I'm going to give them a platform to fucking share their opinions. Like, just because we don't agree on the same shit doesn't mean that their opinion should not be heard.
Well, you're taking away their right to freedom of speech.
Right. And I'm not a political show.
No,
So
where it's like you have a list and it's like you can't say this, you can't say that. It's
right.
stupid.
Like, I'm not a political show, though, where I don't fucking push an agenda or a view and not let other people with different perspectives come on my shit.
No.
I'm down for a fucking debate, bro. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I love to see things from other people's angles and perspectives. And again, like I said, everything comes from, all fucking opinions come from experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily make somebody inherently a bad fucking person.
No,
it's just they've experienced things that you haven't. So that molded their belief system to be different than yours.
Yeah.
And that's fine, as long as you're not disrespectful to my listeners and shit. If you want to come on and talk about anything that I may not necessarily share your views on, but whatever, I'm open to hear what someone has to say.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And Rogan's the same way. He's like a centric fucking thinker, where it's like not necessarily for either political side. It's like something in the middle is probably best.
Yeah.
And so to allow people from either political side of the fence come on and talk, or even in the scientific field to have people with differing opinions come on and express why. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't either. I really don't.
I think it's really irresponsible to try to cancel something that allows free dialogue like that. And
just free thinking.
yeah, I mean, it's not giving advice, it's giving a differing opinion. That's different.
Advice and opinions are, yes, they are completely different.
And of course, Rogan had in fact, he agreed. He had no argument. He agreed with the idea of disclaimers and shit beforehand. So be it. You know what I mean? Like, that works for me too. I mean, it's sad that you got to tell people that Spotify doesn't necessarily share the beliefs of the conversations being had from either party, whether it be Rogan or his guests or both, whatever. I don't know. I think to eliminate his show for letting people speak
that's a poor
and express
choice.
Their opinions would be the death of free speech at this point.
And the way the world has been right now, I feel like we're kind of heading in that direction, and we need to, take caution and yield.
It's a losing battle, though. You can't censor fucking free speech, bro.
No.
Because you're always going to have people that have their own platform, like me. Like, I run my own platform. I don't have anybody that's going to tell me who I can and can't talk to or what I can't talk about. So, all I got to do is keep it that way.
Yeah.
And I have millions of fucking listeners and shit. So people are listening to it and hearing what I have to say. It doesn't mean I'm always right. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with me. But that's what open dialogue is. We're able to fucking have discourse and talk about things, because especially with shit like, I don't talk about COVID, but
no,
I'm all for people doing that on their show.
If that's what they choose to talk about.
If you're gonna bring on like different scientific professionals that have varying points of view, it's like, you know what? We're dealing with something that we're not really familiar with. There's going to be a lot of shit that we can learn from open discussion. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't think people need to be all uptight about misinformation. It's like, dude, someone giving an opinion is not them giving medical advice.
No, it's not.
And nor do you have to listen to it.
Exactly.
You can literally just create your own opinion and figure out what you think is best. And yes, I know if you have differing opinions from professionals, then you don't know who to believe. And then, yeah, but you know what? Those professionals are still humans, man. They're going to be wrong. Some of them.
Yeah.
One of them's probably right. Maybe they're both right to a degree. Maybe they're both part right. You know what I'm saying? The only way that we're going to know anything and learn anything is by kind of putting our heads together and having conversations and
thinking,
exploring ideas and possibilities and shit, right? So
it makes sense, because that'd be like, there'd never be progress in society if we all thought, hey, this is the way, this is the only way, and it's not correct, and we just like, nope, I'm rejecting it. We wouldn't be able to progress. Like, look at, say, the development of a car, like different ways they did with safety belts. Like, oh, we'll try this, we'll try that. If everyone's like, no, this is the way, say GMC did it, that's the rule. Like, nope, we cannot change it. Even though, let's say, a 3-point harness is smarter than, say, like a sash. But if that came first, if you were like, that's the way, we'd be screwed.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, it's a silly example, I know, but
it's just, I think trying to kill open dialogue and conversations is like the most irresponsible thing to do. How are you going to understand someone else's point of view and understand where they're coming from to figure out if it's legitimately coming from a place of hate or just ignorance or, bad experience or whatever, if you can't have a conversation and find out?
You can't.
Then instead you have no choice but to create assumptions, right?
Absolutely. And assumptions are the worst.
Yeah, nothing good comes of it.
No.
It doesn't accomplish anything. So so I don't know. That's my thoughts, man. I think, Rogan will never get canceled. And if he did, he'd just take that money and create his own platform where no one's going to tell him what he can't say.
Or he'll just go to, wherever there's more. I'm sure there's plenty of other platforms.
Oh, dude. he'd get offers that right
out the gate.
Yeah, right from the jump. So I mean, it's not really that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be in Spotify's best interest.
No,
that's for sure.
It wouldn't be.
So I mean, I just feel like it's a targeted attack because there's so many people that have something to gain from it. And I just thought it was interesting as all. Anytime you reach the top of a spot, you're gonna have people trying to take you down. And
that's true because they want that spot. They're jealous you have that spot. So
yeah, I don't get it. I mean, if you don't like someone's opinion, you can just not listen to their show.
Exactly. And you're still allowed to keep your own.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I think it was a political move to stop. Fucking people would be like, why would I go to your website and pay money to listen to your shit when I can go to Spotify and hear it for free?
Exactly.
So there's motives there. I think I don't really buy that it's just about somebody. If Joe didn't say something, it was his guest. Why you want to cancel his show? Because of something his guest was given the opportunity to say and speak freely. Just because you don't necessarily agree with that guest's opinion, he's still more educated than you.
Exactly.
You're a fucking musician, bro. He's a scientist.
Yeah, he went to school for this. He's done research papers and that. So
you know what I mean? He may be going against everything that every scientist that you listen to believes.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has more likelihood of being right than anything that motherfucking musician knows. So who are you to fucking discredit this human being just because the majority of the people you listen to disagree with that one person? He's still educated as fuck in that field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Usually the ones that think differently than the rest are the ones that are the smartest and end up being right.
You're absolutely
right.
You're absolutely right. Sorry.
Imagine a musician trying to critique the education level of a scientist.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. I'd let the man speak. If you choose to not believe what he's saying, so be it. But to try to cancel someone's show because their guest fucking had an opinion that you didn't think is
absurd,
accurate. It's just, I don't know. It just seems a little bit much, bit dramatic in my view. So. I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting fucking conversation to have because it's obviously all over the place and things are getting bananas with this fucking situation. And it's like every time you turn around, there's some new dirt being flung at Joe's direction. And
it's like the guy can't catch a break.
No, I mean, again, how are you going to try to create some kind of prejudice in, that he seems to have in your view against, people of different belief systems or whatever, when he literally brings people from both sides of the spectrum onto the show to speak their piece and freely talk and give their point of view without being objective or mocking them in any way or disrespecting them. It's fucking weird. I don't know. I don't bring my guests on my show to be disrespected.
No.
So I don't fucking, in any way, shape, or form, have my guests show up and have to defend themselves.
No.
Just because I don't necessarily agree with their perspective on certain things. I like to hear what makes them think that way. But that's, I think that's what makes things interesting.
I have to agree with that. I think it was a really good statement there.
I don't see cancel culture lasting. Honestly,
I would hope not. How long has it really been around for, cancel culture?
I mean, it's really kind of blown up lately as a big thing, but
like in recent memory, you would say.
I don't think it's sustainable. I think there's too many people that are going to shove that right up people's asses.
Like they had enough, right?
Yeah, and they're just going to say whatever.
I'd hope so, because it just seems like the world's just such a oh my gosh, what can and can't you say? It's too much. It really is too much.
Yeah, censorship.
I don't care for it.
Censorship kills everything. I don't agree with it either. I think comedy, as long as comedy's alive, it's gonna fucking spit in the face of cancel culture until it buries its fucking head and says, "Okay, we lost. Like we're not gonna win."
Yeah.
but maybe it's necessary. Maybe because shock culture used to be a thing, right? Shock value of things like humor sometimes
would push the envelope.
Yeah, or entertainment as a whole, dude, would fucking resort to shock value as a way of entertainment. And now we've seen it all. We've done it all. We're so desensitized to everything that it's like almost coming full circle. Well, now we got to censor ourselves
And start all over again.
and reboot. So when somebody goes against that cancel culture grain and fucking really goes and does something drastic, it's going to be like shocking again. And then we'll be a little more surprised, I think, when people kind of buck back. And maybe it's needed. I don't know.
Could be like it's just an overall reset to
like
the system of society.
Just a quick wave of people being too damn sensitive and having to be checked. So that kind of lights a fire under people's asses to kind of get grimy again and a little more real, I find when you try to censor reality that it usually fights back hard, and that's when we get some of our best shit, art wise and stuff. So that's just my opinion. I mean, look at the music industry. NWA fucking created a need for labels and shit to disclaimer labels.
Yeah, parental discretion labels.
And it created a boom in the fucking industry because the more people saw that, the more they wanted the content. I think fighting that system and winning like that, even though the system thought it won, when really it was just a really decent compromise that ended up benefiting everybody. I think stuff like that's beneficial sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it takes that rebellious. I think art has a rebellious nature.
It does.
By nature. In so many aspects. You can put out shit music wise that's going to offend people. Graffiti is considered illegal and it's art. There's a risk to it. It's a rebellion, So I think that's needed sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to have a system to fight in order for the rebellion to exist, right? So I think maybe sometimes art in the entertainment industry just needs that opposition.
Yeah.
Well,
they do say art imitates life, so
yeah. I don't know, man. I think that's just it. Yeah, vice versa as well. Life imitates art sometimes. So I think that's maybe, and I'm not condoning cancel culture. I just don't think it's going to last long.
Might be just a short period and then it's gone.
Yeah, testing the waters of dictatorship, seeing it's still not going to fly, and then, all right, cool, back off. I think people will get their sense of humor again eventually.
I think so. I think as we're navigating through recent world events,
it's tense times. Yeah,
it's tense times, but I think we're getting near the light at the end of the tunnel, like the light at the end of the tunnel, that we can kind of relax a bit and just have fun again.
Yeah, I mean, I think tradition sometimes that's the problem, is things get stale and it's like, okay, it's not what it used to be. It's not as efficient or whatever, or sustainable or realistic as it once was. Different world now.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to fucking let the archaic system go and collapse on itself so you can start a new one, and let things fall the fuck apart so you can rebuild differently and more appropriately for today's world, right? Look at industries. They change all the time because of that. Just because it worked great in a certain era doesn't mean it does now.
Yeah.
So censorship, every time we try that shit, it doesn't work.
No.
Nobody wants to be insulted. Nobody wants to be told what the hell they should and shouldn't be hearing.
No. It's like treating them like children, and who wants to relive that twice?
If you're not given a bunch of different opinions, then you don't have a need to form one yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then without all different perspectives, you start to lose your own belief system because fucking you're always being told what you're allowed to hear or read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why should any other humans get to dictate what is fake news and decide you don't need to read it?
They don't need to. That's not their business.
You know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
like doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
That system won't work.
No.
You know, that dog won't hunt. I'm sorry, but that just ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna last. It's gonna be a very short-lived push because people are already pushing back. Look at there's platforms like Facebook that people are using that don't censor shit, but it becomes very highly political on a certain spectrum, right?
Right.
So that's why it's like I don't fuck with it, because it's like I don't even like fucking with social media as a whole anyway. But I do. But I wouldn't go to something like that where it's fucking very highly political. I don't go on social media for politics.
No.
I don't like politics outside of social media. I don't give a fuck about politics. Like, it's one corrupt son of a bitch or another,
You can't win.
No, I just live, I do what I do. So, I don't know. I mean, I think the world's just kind of going through a weird phase of high tension and trying to.
It's like taking baby steps again. I think it's like a toddler learning to walk right now. It's just kind of unsure, and like scared, but still willing to try.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to think. I know the one thing you said you won't talk about, but we'll include that in the lump sum of the events of since 2020 to now. Like, we're trying to like get out of that funk and move forward.
Yeah.
So it's like that awkward growing phase.
Yeah. I mean, that happens, right?
Yeah.
And I think after every so many decades, like it's a hard reset kind of deal where things change so much. And then it's
I think we're due for one.
Yeah. I mean, everything's so different now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We begin getting high as fuck and talking about like 90s bullshit. And for me, 80s stuff too.
Mm-hmm. I miss that. Ugh.
Yeah.
I miss that cutoff. I was born 1990.
I know.
Oh, just gave away my age, people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So, I mean, it's totally different.
It is.
So many things are different, and there's so many good ways that it's different, and then there's so many drawbacks.
There is.
So when you have so many changes after a while, and then when you deal with so many new challenges, I think it just, you need a hard reset to just kind of figure it out again. And start from building a new foundation for your system.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think eventually it's just gonna collapse on itself. All this like oversensitive bullshit. People are just gonna finally be like, get over it. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Move on. All these tantrums that grown ass adults are having over somebody said something you don't like. Fuck, dude, don't watch the videos. Don't fucking listen to the fucking songs. Don't watch the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone's going to cancel shit because your privileged ass fucking doesn't think it should exist.
Or it hurts your feelings, like your singular feelings. Come on, grow us that.
The entitlement's a little much.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm higher than giraffe pussy, so what do I know? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I just think that we need to look at things from all perspectives, and shutting down conversations is not the move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I don't think anyone's gonna abide by that shit.
No.
You're never gonna fucking shut people down.
You're not. So just stop what you're doing and just, if you don't like it, just turn the other cheek.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's forcing you to watch it or deal with it. Nobody.
I love this new, we got the new equipment now, so visually it'll look sharper, it'll look better. Mm-hmm. And of course, I look like a fucking lesbian soccer mom when I get this shit up and running. But, whatever, bro. I still would love to know what the fuck I said to you last night that made you laugh so damn much, because my high ass comes up with some terrible shit.
Good Lord, I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I know. We hang out and I say stupid shit and you laugh so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember what I said and you don't remember. But I don't know, some dumb shit. I'm always fucking high and saying stupid shit.
Gives this man his charm.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but It's something. Charm. I'm not sure that's the word. But, you know. Whatever, dude. We have fun, but I gotta stop watching stuff.
Like what? Unsolved
Like
mysteries?
everything. Dude, I can't watch that shit anymore.
Why?
Because I watched them all.
I thought you were getting paranoid.
And there's that too. Like it's so weird. Like now fucking everything's out to get me.
Where did this man go?
I watched
solve it tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
I watch way too much stupid shit.
Mhm.
And then eat Super Mario fucking weed gummies. Because I'm sophisticated as fuck. So are you. Because we had them in. High as a motherfucker. Every time. Like I get up, I hit that coffee button, and I'm like, yo, caffeine and weed. And I start my day. And I ignore a lot of fucking posts and bullshit and emails and
You just go about your business.
I try to fucking prioritize everything that's like needed to be done first. Yeah, I don't know, just focus more. Less distractions. You think with weed I'd be more distracted?
No, I think because it helps with focus. I find myself, I get more focused. Like, I find when I'm not smoking, I'll be like ADHD. I'll be doing one thing and then I'm on my phone and then I'll fuck off and then just all over the place. I just can't seem to focus on what I'm doing, that solitary task.
Yeah, I get that. And you know me, like I get high all the fucking time. And I like hyper focus on something. And then I obsess on it until it's done. So and sometimes I just get high and I whip that ass in Mario Kart.
Trust me, don't play him. He's the master. If you want to lose, you're looking to lose, you're not looking to win. Playing against this guy is the move.
You know, I own ass in that game, bro. I don't fuck around. And I use a turtle, Koopa.
The Koopa. I was gonna say his name's Sheldon. I'm like, no, he's not.
Koopa, bro.
Koopa Troopa, isn't it?
Yeah, I use that motherfucker. And he's dope as fuck.
Yoshi is where it's at.
How do I smoke you with this turtle then?
But Yoshi's the best.
Then how do I smoke you with the turtle?
Because you grew up with this game, sir.
Oh, so I'm old is what you're saying.
Possibly.
Look at you, motherfucker. Like, calm down, OG. I'll give it enough years and I'll beat you, old grandpa. Come on, son. You just think old heads wilding out, fucking living their glory days and shit. Nah, I still be.
Could have been pro if it weren't for my bum knee.
You know, I am pro, bro. I whip that ass. I will beat you with Donkey Kong. I'll beat your ass.
Not Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh.
That's the one that I grew up with playing all the time with my cousin. And I love it. It's my favorite. Especially Dixie Kong.
Young, I will own you. But I'm saying in Mario Kart, I'll use Donkey Kong Jr. and I'll still beat that ass with that hairy, slow motherfucker.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is DK Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But in Super Mario Kart 64, it was actual Donkey Kong.
Yeah. 64 is the better fucking game.
Yeah, it is.
It's more fun, especially the battle mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more fun.
Oh, gosh. And everyone can relate. Rainbow Road. Fuck that level.
Yeah.
Just fuck
definitely.
it.
I played that on shrooms, bro.
And how did that go?
It was fucking nuts. Like, I would do it again, but still wouldn't be good.
Probably would end poorly. Not end well.
Yeah, it's a trip. You just focus right on the road and then you just space out. And before you know it, some little dickhead with a fishing rod's fucking pulling you up like 17 times because you keep falling off the side.
And you're like, what is this guy's problem? Like, seriously.
He won't leave me alone. I'm just trying to stare at the road.
And he's like, no, you are not on the road. That's why.
Wasn't the move, bro. Or maybe it was. I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. It's kind of cool. But my ass, I think, is going to go smoke more weed. And what about you? You coming?
Why not?
You're going to get baked goods with me, man. Get torched. All right. And then we should play some shit. I challenge you.
Mm-hmm.
at some point.
Mhm.
Perfect Dark, I'll shoot you in the fucking face. Proximity mines, bro.
Weapon of choice.
I'll fucking kill us all,
Oh boy.
as you know. Every time.
It's true.
Every time there's an explosion, you know it's me.
It's true, people. It's true.
It's true. Not even lying.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I get boxed in by enemies and we're playing one-hit kills. So I just throw the proximity grenade, like the pinball grenade.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, I'll fucking kill us all. Like, I know I'm going to die, so I'm taking everyone.
You're
with
like,
me.
I'm just going in. You play as the little alien dude, don't you?
Yeah, the little prick. He's hard to hit because he's so short.
That's why you pick him.
I know.
Dick.
Fucking cheater.
Should be a rule. It's like NBA. Is it NBA Jam or
No. Come on, son.
is it Madden Rush?
No. This was way back. The old school fucking Tecmo. What was it? Fucking.
Sure. And they're what do they say? You can't use Bo Jackson. You can't use Bo Jackson. That's cheating. So can't use the alien dude because that's cheating.
I use whatever the fuck I want. You're not my real dad.
I don't think they'll understand that, will they?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. You're not my dad.
Ooh.
Pork chop sandwiches. That's the greatest thing on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But anyways, I'm gonna go smoke weed and fucking own some ass in literally any video game you pick.
Game on. Giddy up.
Fight me.
All right, folks. We'll catch you asses next time.
Yes, definitely. Let us know what you think about your views on the Spotify thing, if you think that we're way off base on this shit. But I think it's nonsense, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere, personally.
I don't think so either.
I think there's an agenda behind it with all these people. They just want their fucking, they want to be relevant again. And sorry, but,
Your time is gone.
the majority of your gen that fucking listen to your shit doesn't even know what Spotify is, bro. Just saying. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't know. I'm just putting that out there, and I'm not trying to disrespect. I like Neil Young,
But not acting like an idiot.
no, come on, son. So, anyways, man, I'll catch your asses later. You decide what you think of that fucking whole thing. Is it a witch hunt, or does Rogan need to shut the fuck up? I need to shut the fuck up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear.
All right. God damn, dude. So anyways, I'm gonna go get hired. And
All right, stay safe out there, folks.
yeah, I'll catch your asses later.
See you next time.
I will not speak to your smallness, a destruction of the fear in us. I have yet to know what I should.